There was once a land where everything was balanced perfectly. Children never ever toppled off their bicycles, plates of food never tilted off the table, and servers could hold trays and trays of dishes because they never became wobbly. And in that land, everyone could juggle. Parents juggled babies. Farmers could juggle corn and peas and carrots and chickens. People even juggled chainsaws. And this land was ruled by a queen and a princess, who of course ruled with an even hand and balanced leadership. It was a wonderful, wonderful place to be. But one day, something that had never happened before happened. The day was completely balanced. The daylight and the nighttime were the same length. And on that perfectly balanced day, everything fell out of whack. People fell, things toppled over, and no one could juggle. Luckily, they figured it out before the babies or the chainsaws ended up in the air. So the people started to get frustrated and confused and worried and angry and a little sad. So they went to their rulers and went to the queen and princess and asked what to do. And the queen and princess thought about it and realized they didn't know either. So they pulled together the most learned people in the whole land and had a meeting. And at that meeting, they talked about what they would do so everyone could juggle again. And because they were so learned, they decided that the best way to restore juggling would be to teach everyone how to juggle again. So they made curricula and lesson plans and pulled together teachers and professors and nursery school leaders and had juggling lessons. But it didn't help. People still couldn't juggle all the things they did before. It just wasn't working. And they were getting more and more frustrated and more angry and sad, and all sorts of really big feelings started coming up. And when you feel like that, it's hard to listen to other people. And it was especially hard to listen when a new stranger came to that land. But they did, which is a good thing, because the stranger told them, "I can teach you how to juggle. I can help you juggle again." And that stranger went to the queen and the princess and said, "I can teach everyone to juggle again on one condition." The queen and the princess looked at each other, thought about it, and said, "What is your condition?" "Well, I can help you all learn to juggle again if you start by juggling only one thing." "Only one thing? But we're expert jugglers. We used to juggle chainsaws." I know. But let's start with just one thing." The queen and the princess spoke to the people of the land, and everyone decided to give it a try. And so that stranger began to work with everyone to figure out how to juggle again. But that one condition of juggling only one thing was very specific. Everyone learned to juggle again using just one egg. As they worked on it, sometimes the eggs hit the floor and broke. But that was okay, because they kept working on it. And eventually, slowly, they were all able to juggle again. They were all able to be expert jugglers again. And it was amazing. And eventually, parents went back to juggling babies. Farmers went back to juggling produce. And every once in a while, you could see 3 or 4 chainsaws in the air. We're a lot like that egg, because we are so strong and there's so much that we can do. But when we hit the floor, sometimes we break. We're also like the people in that land, because we are so used to doing so many things all at once. And now we're at a time where we have to slow down. And we have to maybe try to just do one thing. And we might mess up, and it will be okay. It just takes gentleness and kindness and lots of forgiveness. I'm Katie Resendiz, and this story is by Catherine Childs. They are an amazing storyteller, and if you'd like to support their work, you can find their information in the description below. Otherwise, I'll see you next week, and I love you very, very much.